Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's race with Redbirdgrad and Dark Magician. With me is Liquid Husband. Say hello, Liquid.
Hello, Steven. Oh man, good race here. First round, both guys coming away with a victory. Redbirdgrad's finish time, I believe, was 33 minutes and 45 seconds. Dark Magician 37:26. So within 3 minutes of each other in race. Their PBs as well, about 3 or 4 minutes apart from one another. I'm looking forward to a very competitive run here.
Absolutely. Both runners are very capable runners. And we're going to see a great match tonight.
I'm hearing that people can't hear me.
Hopefully people can hear me now.
That is much better.
All right. That was user error. I'd like to pretend like it was something else. I apologize.
All right, we're getting ready to get started here. Just a second.
This is exciting. Redbird's running a very interesting schedule tonight, doing commentary with me, then running this race, and then back to do commentary again for the race that's coming up after this. Bit of a busy night for him.
Absolutely. Redbird never rests, much like JSR.
Well, certainly now not the time for rest, as we are merely seconds away from this race beginning.
It's always interesting to see which route they're going to take. You know, almost instantly they're going to 2 or 3, but then what after that?
Yep. From the looks of the splits, we've got. Redbird's going to run 3 first, and Dark Magician, his splits have him going to 2 first. So we could see a bit of a difference if Redbird can make up the difference by having a more efficient run. It'll work in his favor. Otherwise, perhaps the safer 2 first run could come into Dark Magician's favor if he can get through it deathless and something happens to Redbird.
That's right. It seems the 2 first is a lot more consistent and safe, but 3 first is the faster route, of course. Can be.
Optimally, yes. How about we'll say optimally 3 first.
Always optimally.
If it was always faster, we'd all be doing it. But I know you and Redbirdgrad in a lot of ways, Stephen, sort of paralleled each other in this game. Both of you kind of taking somewhat of a completionist route to this game by not only posting very impressive times in this category, but going on to do other things like second quest and low percent, and 100% and swordless. What is it that's in the mental composition of a runner like that to decide to do something like that?
Well, I can't speak for Redbird, but for myself, I did swordless to learn to count better and low percent to learn to dodge better. Unfortunately, low percent made me a little slow because I'm now a little too careful, but Redbird, I think he just enjoys all the different runs. He seems to really enjoy second quest. He enjoys it all. Redbird being my greatest rival and a very good friend, he's always fun to run against and race against. He's a very competent runner.
Yeah, you guys, like I said, you really, in the last 6 months or so, the two of you have really mirrored each other's performances in this game. Whereas some of us, so you can probably speak a little bit more from experience to the things that Redbird's trying to do, whereas on the other side, Dark Magician runs the same route as I do, it looks like, and really, he is getting an embarrassment of rupees here in level 2, but it's at the expense of some speed. Those rooms are going a little bit slow for him.
He might be able to make it up by not picking up a secret here or there. We'll see what he decides to do. Oh, Redbird having a bit of trouble. Oh, but he gets it. He gets it. Very good. He's a little low on bombs, but I think he'll be okay.
Yep. He had to use that. He dropped that extra bomb that was not necessary. So yeah, only 2 bombs leaving level 3. A decent time, 2:36. Meanwhile, 232 leaving Dungeon 2 for Dark Magician. 232, not a very fast time for level 2. However, he did, like I said earlier, pick up a ton of rupees in there, so that may be a trade-off somewhere down the road.
Now, I have no clue what Redbird's counts at. I hope he knows, but it's hard to tell off Manhandless sometimes, so...
Yeah, it's somewhere between 0 and 9. That's all I got.
That's right.
So far, we are seeing all the secrets being picked up by Dark Magician, certainly looking like a 2-first red candle route so far.
A lot of runners seem to choose between the 100 secret in the northeast, or northeast, or 330s, and with how many rupees he picked up, he might only need 230s, so maybe that's what he's doing here right now. He got past the Lionel very nicely.
Yeah, when I'm running this and I'm looking at maybe being able to do my shopping coming out of level 3, I want to have about 95 rupees leaving level 1. He has 93 before he's even got there. Although he is going to pick up a little time with this Keith that is evading Redbirdgrad in level 4. But again, like I said, we won't really be able to see true time up against each other until later in this run, after around level 7, thereabouts.
Redbird must have known what his count was at, because he's able to force some bombs. Now he's at 3, which is the bare minimum you need to be able to force off of the buyers after the error key. So he's using the sword to go ahead and play it safe and kill the stuff in the breakfast room there.
Yeah, a lot of times you're going to see guys reset their count anyway, like you said, before heading up towards those keys.
Absolutely, that's very important. If your count's too high, you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you're going to skip over all the good things and wind up bombing Vires for 4 fairies. Ooh, and I'm sure someone could tell me why those spawns were so terrible in that Stalfos room for Dark Magician, but man, they just went every opposite direction. He had to chase them all down. Never fun.
Yeah, I don't think he reloaded the Lionel. I didn't see if he picked up an extra key or not. I'm not sure what happened there. Redbird going into Gliok, one of the hardest bosses here in the game.
Yep. For the 3 first runners, a very critical point in the race when you're going up against Gliok, because you've got 4 hearts and you've got to hit him 16 times.
Ooh, be careful, Redbird. He's using pause strats here. It's not lagging. He is pausing on purpose to think what he needs to do in between fireballs heading at him. Good job. A nice use of pause strats. Redbird makes it through.
That's one of those things you don't think about, but man, when you watch someone else do it, you're like, man, I really should be doing that in those tense moments. Especially in a race setting. Maybe not so much in the speed run, but in a race setting where you're not going to be resetting, do everything you can to stay alive.
Absolutely, and he does run low percent, and most low percent runners know that pause strats are essential in that category.
Yep. Oh, Dark Magician getting a little aggressive with Aqua Menace. Got down to 1 heart, but does take him down, and is now out of level 1. So we see both guys finishing 2 dungeons in approximately the same time. Obviously 2 very different dungeons, but we will, again, it's really tough to call a leader at any point in these runs, but usually if you're looking at someone running 3 first versus 2 first, if they finish the same number of dungeons, you're going to say the guy running 3 first is ahead. And so far, Dark Magician not skipping any secrets. He is very much rupee heavy. He's just got to pick up 6 rupees in level 3, which is not that hard to do.
This is where you would usually go for the early shopping.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's, you know, between 3 and 4, I do my shopping. There's all the rupees he's going to need. That way you don't have to worry about it ever again. And especially depending on the type of walk you like to make to level 5, can really affect whether or not you want to do the shopping early. He's even skipping the dark nuts in that first room because he's got a couple bombs. So in that instance, I am kind of interested to see how he handles these upcoming rooms. An excellent bomb, killing 4 dark nuts with it and getting a bomb drop off of it. Oh, and he got another one, but says, "Oh, it's too far away. I'll just let it be."
That's an interesting call there.
Yeah. You hate to ever leave 4 bombs laying on the floor, especially when you've got to drop 2, and you only have 2 for manhandle it, unless, of course, we may see him kill a room somewhere to get some bombs, whether it's the dark nuts or the top route keys. But
Yeah, he was at 7, but he decided to leave the bombs there again.
Yeah.
Not a big deal when you're at 7, but
yeah, because you're most of the time in that situation. Best case scenario, you're heading into manhandle with 6 bombs, so this is standard. Meanwhile, Redbird just finished level 1, and he is making his infamous. Oh, he's scrolling through the desert.
he has the 30 rupees he needs.
He does indeed. Yeah, he's got the monetary requirement that he's going to need to buy the blue ring. And I know the first thing I'm mentioning to him in the post-race interview. Look at that gold split he got. That was a gold split to the rock heart because of all those beautiful screen scrolls he just took.
It was very nice. Hey, he's usually in the same side of that camp as me. The left to right usually tear us both up, I believe. But just then, it seemed nice.
Meanwhile, speaking of left to right screen scrolls tearing somebody up, Dark Magician took a lot of time and a little bit of damage trying to make that scroll. So he's not doing shopping before level 4. So I guess that means he's going to head there. As I would assume he's going to do that after level 4, and then go on to world wrap over to the other side of the world for 5. But at this point, I'm just speculating.
Now, look, it looks like your wife is calling you out in chat. You wanna correct your mistake there?
That's the second time tonight that I've been confusing candles for rings. I blame all that work I've done with LOZ Cards Fan 23 and his minor mistakes that no one seems to call out on him. But Redbird is going into. So I assume he's going to try to pick up this bomb. Oh, he got a bomb drop from a Gibdo other than the one. Oh, and he was trying to avoid picking up the other one so that it would be there for him on the way back. But he did grab it anyway and took 2 hearts of damage. So he's got a full complement of 8 bombs, but he doesn't have a count.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful job bombing by Redbird. Looks like he's playing it safe, but what a beautiful recorder room requirement there. That was an awesome job. Great pattern, great bombing, well played.
Yep. That was about 20% the stars aligning and 80% wonderful execution on his part.
Agreed. Able to leave with 2 bombs. That's a huge advantage here. He's able to either try to force or use the bomb and get out a little bit quicker by saving a menu.
Yeah, he definitely gives you a plethora of options for how you want to attack the rest of level 5, having 2 bombs as opposed to 1. You can go after some Dodongos, or you can just play it safe. There's all sorts of options, and he does not have to worry about his bombs leaving level 5 quite like Dark Magician will, because Dark Magician's going to be leaving level 5 and heading to level 7, where he's going to need all the bombs. So Redbird can play a little faster and looser with it than Magician can.
Looks like Dark Magician does a good job cleaning up that Gleeok.
Yeah, Gleeok, it's amazing the difference in fighting Gleeok when you've got White Sword and 7 hearts, as opposed to Wood Sword and 4 hearts. So picking up the Triforce in level 4 is Dark Magician as Redbird heads into battle with Digdogger.
Looks like he played it safe by double bombing there. Is that?
Yeah. And that leaves him on the recorder to leave the dungeon, so no more menuing for him. He's going to head around the world once again.
If any of you haven't seen the world wrap, this is an interesting trick Redbird's about to pull off here. It's one of my favorites in the game.
Okay, so at the same time we have Dark Magician finally doing the shopping that we had talked about earlier. So still technically early shopping because he's not heading right into level 7 following it, but he's doing that, and then now I think he's going to head down and do a world wrap at this, at more or less the same time. So yeah, like Steve was talking about, World Wrap going across from the western edge to the eastern edge, and then using those same philosophies that make the screen scroll work, make this ladder move work as well. And I say that, I swear it works, and finally it does on Redbird's end. And Dark Magician's as well, and they're both heading up the coast to the raft.
That's right. Dark Magician looked like he gained a bit of time on Redbird there.
Yeah, he definitely did, yeah.
That ladder clip is a huge pain. I had issues with it. My last 2 runs were horrible with it, so it sometimes can be easy, sometimes can be very difficult.
Yeah, I definitely, when it comes to ladder clips, I'm comfortable doing the vertical one in level 4. Those ones along the coast, I can do them, but oftentimes they're more trouble than they're worth for me. So I just say no thank you. Dark Magician getting a very nice bomb drop off of a blue Octorok on his way to level 5. He's gonna want at least, now he's got 5 bombs, so he's got a little room to work with. He can take that one from the Gibdo if he wants to get himself back up to a high level heading into the Room of Requirement, or he can leave it there for his way back to help out for level 7. Let's see what option he takes. And nicely done by Redbird, killing the Master Gorilla while there were some boomerangs out in the air. Those turn into bombs upon return, and he's now got 8 bombs heading upwards into level 2. Does a fantastic job killing that Moldorm. Leaves the 5 rupee on the floor because he's got all the money he's going to need for this race.
Level 2 is notorious for just sapping time away from a run. It's not very hard on the combat on this route, but it's just horrible sometimes. Dodongo go on the right there, that's unlucky, and looks like he made pretty good work of it though.
Yeah, he was just saying in this last race on commentary with me that Colin is level 2. He's like, no one gains time in level 2. You don't make a run happen in level 2. Sometimes a run will die in level 2, though. Dark Magician on the brink in the Room of Requirement here. He's got down to 1 Dark Nut, though, so he can kind of try to manage it from a distance, keeping his tile spacing correct, and he does. gets a heart drop. So now, even if he dies, it wouldn't be the end of the world because he doesn't have to go back up to that portion of the dungeon. But very, very well done in a clutch moment for him.
Looks like I'm way ahead here. I'm going to try to sync up my end real quick.
Oh, and a death taken by Dark Magician in that Blue Dark Nut Diamond Staircase room, so he is going to have to return to that room at some point in time. Presumably he will do it immediately, because there's no point in which he would need to come back anywhere near it. So just kind of duck in, duck out, and try to avoid Fort Gibdo one last time. So he does validate the bomb hole and heads back on track in level 5. See if it. I guess only having one Gibdo left in the room helps with his spawns. Not gonna have spawn trouble with one enemy. Gets a bomb drop from gets the bomb drop from the Dodongos, as he's gonna need some bombs for sure for his work in level 7. The level of which we see Redbird in now, looking to pull out the arrow and employ some arrow strats. Just didn't quite work the way he wanted it to, but now getting it on track. Picks up a very crucial fairy, and just like that, all of a sudden Redbird's got beam strats in level 7.
Yeah, it's very hard not to take a little bit of damage in 7 at least, if not a lot, so he's doing good work so far. Ooh.
Dropping the bait to get the gorillas to leave him alone, as we have a tense Dig Dogger fight for Dark Magician. He's just going to go ahead and say, you know what, let's drop the bomb, but he misses with the bomb. Now he's down to half a heart. Gets him with a freestyle bomb, and gets the heck out of level 5, but he gets the heck out of level 5 with only 3 bombs, so he's going to have to do some bomb hunting either in the overworld or in one of the quote-unquote penalty box rooms in level 7.
Ooh, he accidentally lays down the bomb, but he needed to kind of find some bombs anyway. Luckily for him, there's a lot of bombs in 7 and some chances on the way. Swag bomb, grayscale.
Yeah. At least, yeah, if you're going to screw up with swag, I suppose. Whereas Redbird is just tearing through level 7 and gets the Dodongo to get in the way of the bomb hole. So he's now got 6 bombs heading into the Wallmaster room, and he's making he made good use of them. Almost picked up the clock. You know, the one item you don't want to pick up, did wind up picking it up, but all the Wallmasters were on the screen. So he does survive. So both guys in the same dungeon for a brief amount of time here, as this is where the routes will start to converge a little bit. Obviously, the red candle will be picked up by Dark Magician, as he just gets nailed by those fireballs in that gorilla room, just in a position that you're not used to seeing. And now gonna go ahead and get a couple more bombs from, or try to get a couple more bombs from these Dodongos, but they are just being straight up rude.
Redbird heading up now to pick up the magic sword. The strongest sword in the game. It's very nice to have. Nice upgrade from wood.
Yeah. You low percenters and swordless guys kind of start to go into cheat code mode when you've got the magic sword.
Certainly, Redbird will. But he'll be able to do a lot with the magic sword.
Now, you notice when he goes in there, it does not immediately hold up and right. He'll be getting some penalty points from Unos for that later. Dark Magician with the no-look bait drop on the Hungry Gorilla. As Redbird heads into level 6 with 2 bombs, he's going to see if... I think he's wanting to get a... And he gets nothing from that room, and we've got his stream pulled up. He sort of rolls his eyes at the situation.
Yeah, we've seen a couple people in this tournament not get any bombs in 6. I hope it doesn't happen to Redbird. There's so many bomb chances, it's very unlikely.
Yeah. Looked like he was maybe trying to build up a count at one point, but he does take a hit in the Belfry. That's a dangerous room to try to force a bomb count in anyway, because then you got to get to this room and kill something that drops without getting hit. He's not having the best breakfast room I've ever seen, but he did it quick, but he took a little bit of damage. Speaking of taking damage, Dark Magician in a bit of a precarious situation, but he gets a fairy drop and a couple of heart drops, so he's continuing to fight this room because I guess he wants there's a bomb drop in here, but I'm sure he would also like to have come out of there with net positive health.
Bubble, please. You got Redbird's having some horrible luck here in level 6. This poor guy.
Oh, we got the dancing blue Wizrobe in the corner, losing his religion. But got it down to nothing but like, so now it's just a chasing game.
Dark Magician in the infamous reverse C. See how he does with that. One of the infamous reverse Cs.
Yeah. And he's stuck down there with Wall Masters, so he's gonna get his arrows out, which he has plenty of. And takes care of the room about as well as you could given the situation. Running the red candle route, the spawns aren't particularly friendly in that room when it comes to the bubbles. Friendly route from Goma there, going left, a quick kill for Redbirdgrad, and he will be out of level 6 at about almost exactly 1 minute ahead, or slower than his PB pace.
This is interesting. What will he do? He can try to get bombs on the way. Looks like he's going to 1. He's probably going to grab the potion. He could try to get bombs on the way, but he can't make it through without a lucky... There it is! I hope I didn't give away spoilers, but he picked up a bomb.
So, yeah, it was interesting to see the path he was taking there. Like you said, getting the bomb drop off of that blue Octorok. This is not a route I'm used to seeing. I guess he was. I guess this is a race strat, picking up the potion.
If you have a lead, it's pretty smart to pick it up before 8, because things could go haywire in 8 real quickly for even the best runners.
Yeah, I mean, because a 2.5 minute lead, if you can guarantee that you're not going to die, is almost insurmountable. A 2.5 minute lead with a death in 9 turns into a 2 minute deficit. So absolutely the correct play for Redbird in that situation. I gotta assume he's got Dark Magician stream pulled up and making the calculation that was the smart play to make.
Liquid, how do you feel about level 8?
It's the best thing I can say about level 8 is that it's short. That's the kindest thing I can say about it. The best level 8 I have ever had, I died. I was doing a blue ring route and I forgot to get the blue ring. And then I just said, screw it, let's go with it. And wound up doing 6 damageless somehow. And then got Gleeok down to 1 head and 2 hit, or 1 head and 1 hit, and got bumped through the bomb hole.
Oh, no.
And the full thing respawned, and my spirit was crushed at that point, so took a real fast death, and probably ended my stream right then and there.
Well, that's a good call. Redbird getting the bomb he needs, that's nice to see.
Yeah, Solid Wife in chat probably giving the most succinct and accurate description of level 8 that is necessary.
That's right.
But in all fairness, I mean, level 8 is very difficult. But like I said, it's short, so if you make some mistakes, you can survive still. It's not like level 9 where if you start taking damage, you're done for, because you've still got 15 more rooms to get through and 2 Patras.
Absolutely.
Just means you're gonna have a nasty refill after that Gliok.
All right, Redbird, cleaning up Gliok here, and you'll be heading into level 9 with 2 potion refills. Nice level 8 by Redbird.
Yeah. Redbird's got to feel comfortable at this point. Like I said, he's got 2 potions. He's going into level 9 with a full level 8 lead on Dark Magician, as they both picked up the Triforces in 8 and 6 respectively, pretty close to the same time, within a second of each other. So he's got a good level 9 or a good level 8. He's still got a couple of minutes lead on Dark Magician. I don't have rankings necessarily junked ahead of me in front of me right now, but Redbirdgrad's PB is 3156, and Dark Magician's PB is 36 flat, or at least according to their splits. Their race times in the first round, Redbirdgrad was 33:45, and Dark Magician was 37:26. So definitely within the margin of error, so to speak, where it would make it a race that is going to be very exciting.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen in a Zelda race.
That Gibdo guarding the door very nicely, Dark Magician taking 2 hits. He did get a bomb drop in that room that he's going to want.
Oh, no.
Takes a death there. Unfortunately, I think that means he's going to have to redo the first Blue Lagoon, right?
Right.
Yeah. That is unfortunate.
That is what makes level 8 the gatekeeper a low percent, is having to do those lagoons every time you die.
Yeah. And that's why you do level 8 so early, because it's not like you can come back later with more hearts. Oh, speaking of more hearts, he does get a couple of fairy drops, so that's useful. Although he's still got to dodge through there. As speaking of dodging, expertly done on Redbird's side through Patra 1.
Going back to the question earlier, Dark Magician, it doesn't look like he submitted his latest PB, but he's sitting at rank 62 right now, and Redbird is at rank 22 at the moment.
I got it. But like so many other guys, I mean, there's been so many people in this tournament that have posted PBs since the tournament was announced.
Right.
It's been amazing for all of those people. I've watched myself slowly but surely start to drop out of the top 100, but that's a personal problem. I'll have to just step it up and do a real route for once and get a better time. But heading into Patra 2 here with 12 hearts, and Patra 2 giving him a nasty pattern, but he is able to at least avoid damage down in that southeastern corner of the room. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and say, you know what, Patra, I'm done with you. Let's see no more of you when I come back after Reverse C. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's too bad.
The double kill. Tie goes to the Gliok.
Yeah,
Oof.
Every time. He had a very good level 8 there until that Gliok at the end, but Gliok can suck away so many hearts so quickly. Redbird making it to the Silver Arrow with a very nice reverse C.
Yep, he had a lot of extra bombs, and he made liberal use of them as he was getting hit by bubbles, which is fine, doesn't take any damage, and since he still has bombs to use, he can still attack. He's not delayed in his attack of the Wizrobes. Oh, this time Magician taking a death, chasing the fairy, the fireballs, just gunning him down in the Blue Lagoon.
Redbird had a bit of problem, a little bit of a problem with that reverse clip, but he made it around and made it through. It through.
Yeah.
My bad.
One of the tricks to the 2 first red candle route that Dark Magician did that does the world wrap is you do not have an extra spot to pick up a potion on your way through these dungeons. So you would have to go out of your way like Redbird did, and we are seeing the effects of that now. The multiple deaths in level 8 because he doesn't have. There's no spot in his route where he wouldn't have to go out of route to pick up a potion, and he just didn't do that.
Right.
Nice trap room by Redbird, dealing with those blue Wizrobes expertly. It's one of those things. Blue Wizrobes are so terrifying when you first start playing this game, but the more you get used to the fact that you can kind of understand what they're doing, the less harrowing a battle with them becomes. Gorillaz, on the other hand, are always as terrifying as they were when you first started playing the game.
And Dark Magician makes it through, and we'll be heading to level 9. So we'll see what happens on Redbird's side as he enters to fight Ganon here in a minute.
Yep. I'm gonna say Red Potion and 6 Hearts. This one's completely on him if he doesn't pull it out.
I'm sure he will. He's an expert Ganon fighter.
Yeah,
One of the best.
I think I've watched him practice Ganon fighting more than anybody else, and gets a very close to perfect Ganon fight. Like we said, he is going to saunter on into Zelda's room, find the lady, and with an official SRL time of 34 minutes and 39 seconds, Redbirdgrad has moved to 2-0 in the tournament.
Good game, Redbird. Let's get some GGs out for Redbirdgrad. With a very clean run. Great tournament time. Okay, we did see Dark Magician go and grab the potion, I believe, after level 8 there. Smart move.
Definitely so. He's kind of like me in that regard, as I run this red candle route as well. When we're doing a speed run, we don't bother to get... I get the potion earlier, but I don't ever bother using it before level 9, because I know if I'm using a potion before that, chances are I'm probably not going to be on PB pace. So it's just as well that he gets it here as anywhere else, although in the race situation he would have been much better off, I suppose, having it for level 8.
We will see if Redbird would like to join us in the chat here.
And now, with us here in the commentary booth, the victor of this race,
brother.
none other than my co-commentator earlier, Redbirdgrad. Congratulations, man.
Hey, long time no see, man. Thanks. All right, we'll do.
Good game, Redbird.
And now,
Yeah, it was all right.
Before we get any further into anything else, what about those scrolls across the desert?
First of all, that was a gold desert for everybody. So if you want to write this date down, gold freaking desert. Game over. Sub 30. Who cares? Gold desert.
That was beautiful, man.
I did point that out. You are I don't want to say notorious. You are known for your very large number of splits, and I did notice that was the goldest of splits that you had today.
Gold desert. That's all I want to talk about. Let's just talk about the desert and how gold it was.
Let's just talk about that desert.
Are we talking about Vegas? I know we're in JSR's channel here.
I know, right? No, thanks. The run could have been better. I mean, my scrolls were terrible. Besides the desert, my scrolls were absolutely god-awful. My clips were bad. I had a pretty sweet recorder room until the last one, which I decided to try to sword down instead of use the extra bomb that I had. It was an okay run. I mean, I played it very safe.
Oh, Redbird, people have been comparing us to each other a lot lately, and like me on my last week's race, you got no bombs in 6. How does that feel?
That's great, right? I mean, that just solidified my decision to go get the potion before 1 because I had that 1 extra blue octo I could use, and he actually gave me the bomb that I needed. He was the only one to give me a bomb, was my new route to get that potion before 8 instead of 9, and he was the only little guy to hook me up. So shout out to blue octo before 1.
He definitely got some shout outs, and I know you called out Patra too earlier for being mean to Amo going down into the southeast corner, and he did the same exact thing to you. You were able to avoid damage, but it did slow you down a little bit. So Patra is listening, just so you know.
Yeah, I got a little nervous there because he almost charged me almost as hard. Not as hard. I mean, he hurt Amo more because he came all the way into him. Me, he just kind of cornered me and made me wait until I could go around him. But I never had a clean chance to clip unless I was going to clip at the very, very beginning. But yeah, that was a little scary for sure.
All right, we have Dark Magician clearing out Reverse C. Did it cleanly, not like super fast or anything, but very cleanly with the sword as he picks up his silver arrow. Redbird, you're part of the 2-0 group now, putting you in the same category as luminaries such as Lack Attack, Cantaloupe, Darkwing Duck, and of course the true greatest runner of this game of all time, Panzer Dave.
Absolutely right. Well, let's be honest. I'm not in the same breath as those guys. I'm in that same group, but I'm not even close to that skill. So it's going to be fun no matter who I get. Just kind of one of those, let's throw my, let's race them and see what's up, see if I can come within 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm not nearly in the same breath as those guys.
Yeah, that was actually about 80% of my desire to join this tournament, was the hope, or the knowledge that I was going to get paired up with an absolute monster in the first round and just get bodied. I was gonna take my licks like a man and enjoy it, and then just have fun the rest of the tournament. But you're getting to live it in Swiss round 3 now, as opposed to just being seated against the top guy at the start. So definitely a much different feeling for you. It's only going to get harder from here, but you're playing well for sure.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, if we're not in here to have fun, I mean, what are we in here for? Because only one guy's going to win this, right? I mean, there's like 10 or 15 people that can. There's a lot of really, really good runners right now. Like Drone is on a tear right now. If you haven't been watching him, Lack's consistent as ever. Random's going to sub 30. JSR is on a tear. I mean, everybody. Darkwing just put up a 30 in a race, last week. So it's a whole lot of fun to be a part of this community and watch it, develop and unfold. And I'm going to get thumped next week, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this guy over here not even mentioning Unos, the guaranteed winner of this tournament.
Oh, you're exactly right. There's so many I can't name them all. I mean, there's not a day that goes by. I kid you not, Liquid. There's not a day that goes by that I don't want to ask Unos a question. And I did today, even before this race. I was asking him about bomb strats on Gliok and 4. I've learned so much from this community and Unos specifically that it's not even funny. That dude is just a knowledge base and a wealth of information. And I get ready to call his next match. So it's gonna be awesome.
Come on.
Yep,
he's at Ganon. He's fighting.
Taking down Ganon. He's got one more hit, but he does have a blue potion, but he's only at 4 hearts, so he can't take a hug.
Yeah,
good
gets
job.
it done. With only 1 refill, Dark Magician, very nice level 9.
Yeah, that was a really good level 9 for him. He had a lot of trouble with level 8. I don't know if you were watching Redbird or not, but he does get in clips past Zelda.
This is kind of how we all feel about Zelda sometimes, right?
Right. I'm waiting for that official SRL time, but it's just not happening. Link giving away all of his money before he finishes the race, and there it is. Official SRL time of 41 minutes, 44 seconds. Going down in a blaze of glory is Dark Magician.
He had a very impressive run. He had a lot of highs, only a couple lows, but he did a great job. Good game. We'll see if he wants to join us. So let's talk more about that desert, Redbird.
The desert gold. You forgot the adjective that was very important in that sentence you just said. Gold desert, sir.
Gold of all time.
I kept doing it too, and I'm like, this is happening, isn't it?
Because I was saying, and we're about to watch Redbird do his walk across the... Wait. What's going on here?
I was practicing off stream so you guys couldn't see me do it.
Looks like we have Dark Magician with us now. Good game, Dark Magician.
All right. He had just unmuted. Magician, are you with us? While we're waiting for Dark Magician to sort that out, talk a little bit more about the upcoming schedule. Like Redbird said, here in about 15 minutes, Unos and RC Drone on this channel, the nightcap of this marathon, with him and JSR going to be on commentary. And now we are again joined by Dark Magician. Are you there now?
I thought I heard something for a second, but
He's claiming he's having some mic issues.
Test. Okay, there we go.
Hey, Dark Magician. Well, level 8 wasn't what we all wanted it to be.
Yeah, I died a couple times in there, so.
But
yeah, good game though.
Yeah, a good run all around. You know, outside of that, very well done.
Yeah, I died in 5, leaving the recorder 2s, but that was only a couple of rooms of backtracking. It was dying 4 or 5 times in 8 that really did it.
All those rupees in level 3, did that let you skip a 30 secret you usually get, or skip a 100 secret you usually get, or what?
No, I just had
do?
extra arrows.
You just had the extra arrows from that?
I probably could have skipped, but I wanted to shop early. I like to shop before 5, just in case. But...
Yeah, same here. We run basically more or less a very similar route, and I was looking and like, man, he's got a ton of rupees leaving level 2. He's gonna have no problem doing the early shopping. That's where it's at for some of us, I guess. If I could just apply that to my Christmas routine, we'd be in a lot better shape. But yeah, it was interesting to watch. You know, it's always fun to watch two guys running different routes and not knowing exactly where each guy stands until they start to converge around level 6 or so. Were you watching Redbird at any point in time?
No, I didn't watch at all.
All right.
Hey, GG there, Dark Magician.
GG, good race.
Yeah, thanks for the race, for sure.
Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, you as well, man, for sure.
I mean, 2-0 puts you pretty close to clinching a bracket.
2-0 puts me close to getting smoked next week. We all know I'm going to get beat down, but it's going to be funny.
Oh, yeah. He keeps claiming it's going to happen. Until it does, we're just going to keep believing in the Redbird, though.
Yeah, you can believe all you want, man. I've never run anything faster than 3156, and these guys do that, like, on bad days, so it's going to be ugly.
I believe.
Appreciate it.
Dark Magician, real quick, well, you're level 5. It looked like you got pretty low there in the recorder room, but you pulled through it just fine. Were you a little worried, or?
So, I got stuck on a block. I had a count. I had a 6 count going through the Gibdo room, and the guy with the bombs hugged me, so I took his bombs too. So I was really upset going in there. I didn't have any bombs to play with in that case. I didn't have any on the return back, and I didn't have a count to drop one. So yeah, I was all frazzled in the recorder room.
Well, you got through it nicely with the sword.
But yeah, that was something.
Well, we obviously thank you for the fun and exciting race. We definitely look forward to what's coming up for you in the next round. This 1-in-1 group, in pretty much every Swiss tournament ever, that 1-in-1 group is just absolutely nasty. So you're certainly gonna have your work cut out for you there, just as Redbird is in his 2-0 group. It's gonna be a lot of fun though, so best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for doing the commentary as well, and JSR on the restream. Appreciate it, guys.
No problem.
I think I speak for Steven when I say it was our pleasure, yeah. But again, nobody go anywhere, because in about 10 minutes, we are going to have the third of 3 consecutive Zelda tournament races on this channel. And what a nightcap it is between Unos and RC Drone. The B team stepping out of the way, letting JSR2 Gamers and Redbirdgrad take over on commentary. Guys, like I said, grab another drink, grab another popcorn. Thanks a lot to our runners. Steven, I appreciate coming in for commentary on short notice. It was very much enjoyed on my end.
Yeah, thank you too. It was a pleasure working with you. And good game, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, guys, stay tuned. The prime time race coming up next.
You